Hi, if you were ever curious how a touchpad works, this video might be for you. This is a touchpad. You can see in the corner image of the other side of the board. This is just a sticker that was on the touchpad that I removed. It was glued in here. What I believe happens here is quite simple. Let me zoom down a little bit. So this is the pattern, and maybe you noticed that some parts of it, will I be able to point it, those parts are connected in one direction. Let's call them rows, horizontal rows, and those are connected in a vertical way. Let's call them columns. You can see there are some bridges here, and it all goes to the control chip. So what I believe is happening here, if you put a finger, for example, here, the capacitance between this column and this row is increased, and the chip is scanning all the rows or all the columns, and if it detects an increased capacitance between a row that is being scanned and some column, or a column that is being scanned in some row, it detects it as a finger. It can be multi-touch because, well, if it's scanning them, it's just like a matrix keyboard, right? So for example, if you put one finger here, one finger here, then when scanning this row, it will see this column and this column, or when scanning this column, it will see this row, and when scanning this column, it will see this row. So, well, I believe it's pretty simple. It's cheap to manufacture. It's part of a chip keyboard. And by the way, this is a chip that's controlling everything. It goes here. Yeah, it goes here. You can see. And actually what's interesting is how low resolution this is. I already counted those columns and those rows, so it's 16 of those pads, but they are connected in pairs, and it's 12 of those pads, but they are also connected in pairs, so it's 6 signals of rows and 8 signals of columns. So it makes 14 pins of the chip of the IC, and IC is here. I know you cannot see the marking, maybe you can. It's I will just show you a picture in a moment. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So it's quite low resolution, but it does the job. Actually, I decided to test it a little bit more. Now you can see waveforms on some random row or column. Frankly speaking, signals on both rows and columns are the same, so it's more complicated than just scanning rows and reading columns and so on. And now you can see signals between two rows. Now you can see signals between two columns. And now you can see signals between a row and a column. The first channel is a row, and the second channel, blue channel, is a column. And frankly speaking, I don't understand the driving idea behind this. So if you know, you can leave a comment or not. Okay, so well, that's it. Thanks for watching.